Well, hello. This is the Author's Corner, and how many of you are ready to go on a journey tonight? We're going to go on a journey as we talk about book writing, about getting your book written. And I have tonight a guest who has just written his first book. So excited. And soon I'm going to bring him right on to the Author's Corner. He's all ready. I see him sitting there ready to go. And without further ado, here he is. Lavelle
Hey,
Jackson.
hey, family.
Hey, man.
Good evening. How you doing?
Oh, I'm feeling good.
Awesome, awesome, man. How was your day?
It was a good day. It was a good day. I was getting myself all ready and just ready to get this interview started and talk about your new book. So tell me, what made you want to write this book?
Well, you know what? First of all, let me tell you, man. I'm honored to be on your show, and I know this was something that you had in your inside of you for a long time, and I'm just glad to see that you actually got it out, man. And I believe it's going to touch a lot of lives. So I'm excited for that. But what made me write this book was I spent a lot of years wasted.
Mm,
A lot of years that I spent not believing in myself, living in fear, not pursuing my dreams, and this was one of the reasons why I wrote this book. I got fed up with it, and I just decided to start living my life beyond my feelings and my emotions, and so that's what kind of triggered this book.
okay. What's the title of your book?
The book is called Life Beyond Fear. Life
Ah,
Beyond Fear.
Life Beyond Fear.
hmm
So when did you decide you want to write a book?
Well, it's funny, man. This book actually started, some years ago. As you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny, man. I remember when I actually showed you my draft, my rough draft,
Okay.
and it's one of those things where I think it probably was 10 pages,
Yeah.
if that. It's
Right.
probably just 10 pages, and I know you had this look like uh, this guy definitely got it. He doesn't have a clue yet. But that really would that's what started. I didn't have any experience when it came to writing. I didn't like I said, I'd never written a book before.
Okay.
And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't even a reader,
Mm.
but I felt like, this was just something inside of me that I had to get out,
Okay.
and it was one of those things where I didn't know how to get it out. And I know me and you had spoken. We had talked about you just like just go ahead and put the pen to the pad, man. And
Yeah.
I was just like, that was one of my things where I did a little bit of in between, but for me, I kind of got it out in a different way. And I don't want to go into I don't to the whole segment. I'll let you we'll go into that a little bit later on, but yeah, that's pretty much what it was right there.
Okay.
Mhm.
So as a child, what did you want to do when you grew up?
As a child, you know what? As a child, at the time, I knew I was going to be a businessman.
Okay.
As a child, I always had a business, of some sort. Whether it was selling candies, shoveling snow, cutting grass, you, something, man. I always had something going on because it's seven of us, and with a
Okay.
single mother.
Ah.
Okay, and so when you got seven, and I'm the youngest, so when you got seven with a single mother, man, and watching your mother struggle, you know, I always said it in myself. I kept saying to myself, I know there's better,
Okay.
and I know there's more. So that entrepreneurial spirit has always been on me, since I was a child. So yeah, but
Good.
so I really, like I said, didn't know what I wanted to do, coming up. But what I did know is, I was going to be a businessman. I did know that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely.
That's good.
hmm
So tell us a little bit about when you started having the ideas about your book and just how long that process took to actually bring it to creation.
Well, like I say, I started having ideas a while ago, maybe probably about 5 to 10 years ago. I had that idea, and that goes to show you how long, you sit on something, and I just want to speak to that because that's important, man.
Okay.
I think that a lot of times we're waiting for something to be perfect.
Mm.
We're waiting for, everything to line up, and the right timing, the right situation, but truly I believe that, we have to just start where we are.
Okay.
We have to start where we are, and I think that, that's one of the you know the success secrets, if you will, and that is to start where you are. And it doesn't matter. Like one of the things that I thought that, I thought I had to have everything that was to be perfect. I thought that, that I stopped for a little while. I went back and, I would try to punctuate, and I would try to go back and reread the lines and go for instead until I just got tired and fed up, and I realized that I wasn't getting anywhere. And so, you know what, I just decided just to keep writing, and without worrying about, messing up in between. I wasn't worrying about the errors and all those things.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
continued just to write, and just to really get it out. And that was one of the things that, that kind of got me going.
Good.
You know.
Good. So tell me, I always talk about this great achievement feeling when you finish your book. What kind of feeling did you have when you held that book in your hand?
Man, it was amazing, man. I tell you, it was really amazing. For my for once in my life, I really felt like, I completed and I finished something. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Because, I start a lot of things, but I don't follow through.
Okay.
I hadn't been used to following through, and so for me, this book was it was I think it was more of it was so fulfilling because it was something that I had stuck with,
Okay.
throughout the whole process.
Yes. Yeah.
And so, that feeling, was just, I was just overjoyed, with that, because, like I say, man, it was, I know that this is bigger than myself, you
Okay.
know, and I think that a lot of things, sometimes we get in ourself, and we're so consumed with ourself till we can't see the bigger picture. And I think that a lot of us, everything that we've been through in
Mm-hmm.
our lives, is not necessary for us, but it's for someone else.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, and I think that, we should, as we get, as we just go ahead and just get it out, I think that, and get out of, like I said, get out of ourselves, get out of our own way. And I believe that, that's a crucial part right there. Definitely.
Yeah.
But it was an amazing feeling, man. Definitely. One of the greatest feelings in my life. And I think that, one thing I was sharing with my kids when I actually finished the book, I was sharing with them, I said, this is for you guys,
Mm.
for
Okay.
my grandkids and my great grandkids, you know, so because I put myself into this book, so they'll be able to read about their granddad, and find out what kind of man he was, and
Yeah.
and so forth and so on. So I think that's an amazing thing.
Legacy.
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 Amen. Right.
As I was preparing for this interview, I have been reading Job,
Mm,
and I stumbled across something that is amazing. I think it lines up with you. It says in Job 19:23, "Oh, that my words were written,
mm,
oh, that they were inscribed in a book."
mm. Wow.
Job wanted a book.
Wow. Come on, man. Wow. That's
And
powerful.
I cannot wait to share this on the author's corner.
Wow.
Oh, that my words were written. And that's what you did, man.
Wow.
You took ideas, packaged them, put them into a book, and now generations to generations can read your story. Tell me a little bit about your book. Tell us a little bit about your books, and viewers, please type in questions, comments as we go along.
Well, I'm gonna piggyback on what you said
Yeah,
right before that. And you said, "Oh, that my words was written."
yeah.
And the back it said, "Right." You know,
Ah,
right. And
that's
I
right.
think we're almost like 3D printers, man. We gotta get out of us, what is inside of us. And I
Ah,
think that the vision, like you said, is on the inside. We
yeah,
see it clearly, but
yeah.
sometimes we don't know how to articulate it. Articulate the vision. So one of the ways to get it out is to write.
Right.
That's what he says. Write the vision and make it plain.
That's right.
So that those that can read it may run with it.
Ha, yes, good.
Yeah.
That's good
So
word.
but Now back to the question. What did you say? I had to get that off of there.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I was asking. Tell us a little bit about your book.
Okay, absolutely. Well, my book actually goes into different chapters, and I'm actually just kind of giving an idea. So one chapter that I have, is it's called Identifying Your Fears. Okay, because you can't fight an invisible enemy.
Okay.
And you can't fight anything that you don't have a target to shoot at. So that's one of the things that I write in the book. First is, through my own, experience, I had to sit down and look at my fears. I had to confront those things, that were actually, paralyzing me and stopping me, from moving forward, and it was one of those things where, fear actually paralyzes you. It actually makes you immobile.
Okay.
And you sit by on the sidelines of life, watching everybody else live their dreams, and wishing, that it was you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And it's like we're so blown away by other people when we turn on the TV or we look on Facebook or we look on Instagram. We're so blown away by other people to the point where, years are going by, people are accomplishing their dreams and their goals. And here we are still just, cheer fans in the stand.
Yeah.
And so, that's one of the things that I have in this book is very crucial. It says to identify your fears, write them down.
Okay.
Okay. And so that's one aspect that I have. That's a chapter. That's an amazing chapter. I guarantee you. I mean, that chapter alone, man, I tell you, will just break off, shackles. I'll tell you. Okay. And another chapter that I have is just basically called Take Control of Your Thoughts. Take control of your thoughts, because that's actually, we all know the acronym. What is it? False evidence appearing real, and a lot of times, fears, man, I could go all day. Fears come from different places. Fears are passed on. Fears and contagious. Remember when the spies came back, with a bad report? You remember that? And what happens is it spread throughout the camp, and it stopped people from going up into the promised land because of, what they were listening to. And so I think that we have to protect, our ears. We have to protect our eyes, especially in this day and time right now when you got the news pumping out so much fear. They got people scared to leave their house. You got your neighbors, you got everybody else, just constantly pumping out fear. So you really have to guard your thoughts, guard your mind, guard your ears, other than that, because you'll find yourself, man, just scared to leave the house.
Wow.
Okay. So so that's pretty much what my book is about. It's all about becoming free from fear. It's all about living life, beyond limits, and pursuing your dreams. That's what it's about. Living life beyond limits. And that's my passion. My passion is to help other people pursue their purpose. Okay. And so that's what this book is about. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good. So let me ask you something. What was one of the most surprising things you learned from writing the book?
One of the most surprising things that I learned from writing this book was I really learned that I have a love for writing. Wow. I really learned that, I was good at writing. Okay. And so when I grew up in school, because I was the youngest of seven, we moved around a lot. So I never really had a chance to focus on, my education because I was in one school after the next school after the next school, and it was constantly on the move. Okay. And so for me, I never really had a chance to discover, what was inside of me when it came to that aspect, because I really wasn't focused on that. But, I believe that each and every one of us, have gifts and talents and abilities inside of us. And I think that, we just have to get around the right people, to bring them out. It's like having a midwives, man. You got to get, with some people that can help you push. And I think you were one of those people, man. You helped me push.
Yeah.
I mean? Every time I used to see your face, man, I used to be like, oh God, I gotta do this book. Every time, and then I'm still on this first book, man. Every time I see you, man, you on your third book. Your fourth. I'm like, oh my goodness. And that was one of those things. It was like I was being held accountable, but without even saying nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's important, man.
Well, thank you. And I'm telling you, when I saw the book, I said, this man ain't playing now. He ain't playing.
Oh my
goodness. For real. So what would you say to a new writer? New writer. One just jumped in here and made a comment. Johnny Elam. She says she's in the process of writing her book for
Mm-hmm.
her grandkids,
Mm-hmm.
leaving a legacy, hoping that it inspires them and others.
Mm-hmm.
Then I also saw a comment from Andre Friedman. He says he's got to get a book.
Mm-hmm.
So two things. What would you say to a new writer, and how can you let people know how to get a book?
Okay, for what I would say to a new writer is, stop listening to people.
Mm.
You know, you just gotta get that Nike spirit. Just do it.
Ah,
I don't care if you got a piece of balled up scrap paper that you gotta unfold and start writing.
yeah.
And it doesn't matter how long your book is. You don't have to try to make a long book. You don't have to have 103, 400 pages.
Yeah.
You just get out of you what's in you, and then once it stops coming out, it's done. So it doesn't matter. Okay, just tell your story.
Yeah.
Share your story. So that's one thing that I would say, to a new author, and stop worrying about, how it's going to get done. Just start writing. And I think everything else, will begin to fall in line. You sometimes you just got to go.
Gotta go.
Okay, you just got to go, and like I say, everything else, we try to figure things out too much.
Mm.
Just put it down on paper and watch the process begin to work. And I found that in myself as I began to write, the words came more, the ideas came more, and sometimes I would hear some good quotes or hear some good stories or hear something that I felt like I could add into the book, and then I would just write it down, and I would get little, things to say, and you just always, I listened to I forget the young lady you had with Bradley. Was her name Bradley?
K.L. Brady.
Brady, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's one thing she, you said you just always just keep writing.
Yes.
Always keep writing. So that's definitely what I would say to someone. And I would also say is your story matters.
Ah, I like that.
Your story matters. I think that a lot of us, man, we are waiting to hear your story.
Mm.
We are waiting to hear your story. And if you don't share your story, Miles Monroe said the richest place in the world is the grave.
That's right. That's right.
You
You
know,
did say that.
he said the richest place in the world is grave, and that's because there's been books that's never been written, paintings that's never been painted, songs that have never been sung. And I think that, don't let that be you.
Mm.
Okay, don't let that be you. And so what I would say also is a great place. How I did with my book is once I started writing, sometimes if you don't know, you just ask around, ask around, because once you finish, you may need an editor,
Yeah.
and you just ask around, and then or like I said, you give some good resources on your show, and once you just tap into somebody, the knowledge is out here. Okay, like I said, you get yourself a good editor. I know me personally, Fiverr is a great place. I met some great, wonderful people on Fiverr, and I had it very affordable. Okay, and then then you want to do your I don't know if I'm giving out too much or what.
Well, I really wanted to know how people can get your book.
Oh, okay. I apologize, man. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. My book is actually on Lulu.
Okay.
Lulu.com. And
Okay.
you're going to go to my actual, my website is called lavellejackson.com.
Okay.
Lavelle Jackson. I don't know if you have a link in there, but it's lavellejackson.com. And you can actually purchase my book directly from my website.
Yeah. Looks like your daughter put your link on here.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
He's quick, man. The young
Yeah,
people are quick.
Ain't no playing around.
They ain't playing around, man. The young people are quick.
Yeah.
So you can definitely get that book, man. I tell you, To Bless Your Life, it's a quick read, man. I tell you, it's a very quick read, and I believe that it's going to prepare you for what's going on today, and in the times that we're living in, man. I tell you, it's going to bring you such a confidence and such a liberation that you're not going to be paying attention to what's going on in the news. You're going to be so consumed with what's going on in your own life till you're not going to have time. So definitely, man, I encourage this great liberty, and it's personal, it's real. This ain't nothing I'm just that I put together. This stuff is working for me today. Right now, even doing this show, this was a big thing.
Yeah, man.
All of this is a big thing, man, because it's all new territory, it's all new ground.
Yeah.
but it's good.
So I want to ask you, you got a big family. You got a lot of children, got a
Oh man,
wife,
oh
got
man.
a wife. You're busy in the church. How did you find the time to write?
How did I find the time to write a book? That's a wonderful question. I tell you what, anything that you love, you're gonna make time for.
Okay.
And I know for me, it was one line at a time. I hear people have different stories and different, methods what they use when it comes to writing. Some people say just carve out a time. I think that you have to do what's best in your own schedule. I
Okay.
know for me, early in the morning, while everyone is asleep, because this is a lot of people in my house. I
Yeah.
have to get up early in the morning when everyone is asleep, and
Hmm.
I may just, feel something come on, and I just start writing. Or, it could be, like I said, late at night, or whatever you may find. And I know here's a good one for you guys. This is a really good one.
Okay.
Uh, if you want to write a book quick, what I did was I used dictation on my phone.
Ah.
I that's what I did. I'll tell you, man. That book, man, got written so quick, man. I tell you, man. And and another key to that is, you can do spell check, you can do all those things, with these phones, and it makes it so much easier. So that's one key I would tell anyone is to use your phone, if you have to, because it allows you to get your thoughts out, while you're in a car. You can write in a car, it is very good. So I would definitely say use the microphone on your phone. Absolutely.
So you're saying you recorded it, and then would you send it somewhere to get it transcribed, or
Well,
did you?
I didn't do I didn't use transcriptions, but what
Okay.
I did was I would just actually speak to my notes,
Okay. Okay. I got you.
and I would speak once I would speak to my notes, then that I mean you can have 20,000, 10,000 words like super quick,
Yeah.
and so I would tell anyone to do that, and then like I said, you don't have to worry about all the other things because once you finish that part, you can actually just literally send that off to an editor, man, and that's their job, to make it look pretty,
Yeah.
and bring everything together, and so yeah, I would definitely encourage anyone, who's first time writing the book, just to get it out by any means necessary. Definitely.
Good. Good. So just want to add something. There is a service called Rev.com that that you can audio tape information, and then they'll transcribe it for a fee.
Could you spell that, please?
Uh, rev.com.
Oh, rev.com. Got
Yeah,
it.
rev.com.
Got you.
So that's a service for people too. But I did what you did too. I would sometimes just talking to a phone and just have it type it out as I'm talking. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a good way. So so tell me now that you've written the book, um, what is your job now? Because some folks they don't realize that after they write the book, you put a whole other hat on now.
Oh my goodness, that's funny, man. It's so true, man. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that is the first step, writing the book.
Okay.
And it depends on your goals, that you have, for the book,
Okay.
and so I believe that if you went through all the hell you went through, you
Yeah.
definitely want other people, what I mean, to read about your story,
Yeah.
and so I think that by any means necessary, you need to get the book out. Like me personally, like I said, I have a website. I've put mine on actual Lulu. It's on uh, what is it, Amazon?
It's
Okay,
on Amazon.com.
yeah, it's on Amazon. Yes,
Okay.
it's on Amazon. But so for me, but me personally, I'm a grassroots guy.
Okay.
I hit the ground, man. I believe wherever I go, I got a book with me, man.
Mhm.
I got a book with me because I want, you'd be surprised, man. You know, you have to be your number one marketer.
Ah. Yes,
You
sir.
have to be your number one marketer. You cannot be shy to tell people, get in people tell, I got something that will change your life.
Yeah.
You say, I got something that will change your life right here.
That's
You
right.
know,
You can't be afraid.
you can't be shy, man, because everybody else is doing it. You got everybody else getting in front of the TV, everybody else, getting on the commercials, promoting on Instagram. It's not a matter of just trying to sell some all the time. You're genuinely trying to help someone,
Yes. Yeah.
and I think that, we just got to believe in ourselves enough to know that we have something valuable, and I think that, and that it would change people's lives. So, definitely you got to be out here, be willing to get out here and hit your boots to the ground, man. Got to.
Good, 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 good. So let me go through some of the comments here, see if we got any questions. It's been some good information. So Andre Freeman said, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Um, uh, Kalia.
Kyla.
That's how your daughter's name, right?
Everybody say Kalia is Kyla.
Kyla said that's good. Perfectionism will keep you broke.
Yes,
Okay.
it will. Yes, it will. I gotta give you an amen, sister.
Yeah, she said can't fight invisible enemy. Benjamin Braswell, he said, hey fam, hey Benjamin.
Hey, hello.
Johnny said nothing like helping one another. And then Kyla said audio picks up the word and writes them in the note. Okay, good. So what else would you like to say to folks want to get a book?
Well, what I would like to say, man, I say, just get started. You guys, I believe that, we must hear your story, before you leave here. It's important. Your kids must hear your story. There's some things you may not share with your family. People must hear your story. And I believe that your story will change people's lives. But you have to tell it. And if you don't know how, just do the best you can. I believe that once you get started, things will line up. As you get started. But just get started, okay?
Yeah.
And like I said, look at this show right here, man. This show is amazing. It gives you great tips. I know Brother Joseph put me on with the Writers Guild. And I went out there a couple times with him, and I'm telling you, it was just a great experience, man, to get around other writers, other people, man. It's so funny because I remember when I went to the show, it's like, man, I didn't have a book written, man, and I was like, man, that was a motivating factor. I said, man, I'm gonna get a book written, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, and one thing I want to share with people, man, when it comes to fear, you gotta know that you got somebody that cares about you.
Yeah.
You gotta know that you got somebody bigger and badder than anything, that you're facing. Okay, and that's one of the ways that you overcome fear. Some people use security alarms, some people use gun permits, some people use, jiu-jitsu, but what we do, we put our faith in the Lord. Okay. Awesome. We put our confidence in God, and God says, cast all your cares, all your concerns, all your worries, and you need to know that God has not given you a spirit of fear. That did not come from God. Right. It's been deposited out here by other people and by the world, but God does not give you that type of spirit. He gives you a sound mind. And a lot of people worrying about anxiety. Anxiety, simply comes from worrying. You constantly going into the future, playing it in your mind, and you just playing out lies. Okay. Wow. And so that's what I definitely want to share with people, man. Just to cast your cares on God because he cares for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome, man. Vernon Miles said Lavelle never showed fear he said Lavelle never showed fear to be successful all the years I've known him. Awesome.
I've done a lot of things when I was shaking, bro. Every time I went out to open up a business, I was shaking. Every time, I was shaking inside. But guess what? Like I say, he say, feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yes. Yes. And this is some good stuff, and I think it's going to be really it's already blessing people just from what I'm reading here, and people will hear about it again. They got the links to be able to get the book, get a copy, to be blessed. I think they've been encouraged to keep writing or get started writing. Mm-hmm. This has been awesome. So I usually like to see if someone has a question out there. So I've been getting a lot of comments, and so let me see here. I got a little bit more time. So I
always go ahead.
Huh?
Me, I always got something to say now.
Yeah. So what was it like to take the ideas you had, the thoughts you had, and get them into book? I mean, what was that like?
Like I said, man, it was fulfilling going through the process. That's why I tell people all the time, man, just don't neglect the process.
Okay.
Enjoy the process as you go along. Everything is a part of the process. So it was like I say, and you're never gonna get anywhere trying to be perfect. Through just like I say, perfection. Like my daughter said, will keep you broke.
Yeah.
And it would also, what I'm saying, stop you from pursuing your purpose.
Mm.
Because I believe that we all start off as a seed.
Right.
And we all got to get into the ground and get into some dirt in order, to begin to grow. So just start where you are, and then just like I say, that whole process, man, like I say, enjoy it, enjoy the people that come along the way and watch the hand of God, assist you as you go out, You remember it was actually a scripture, I don't know what it was. I think it was some guys, they said they were healed as they went,
Mm.
as you go.
Yeah, about the lepers.
Yeah, 10 lepers, he
Yeah.
said, he said, go, what I'm saying? And a lot of these times they're waiting for stuff to happen instantly. They thought it was going to happen right in the presence of Jesus.
Right.
But what I'm saying? You said, go. And then it
Yeah.
said, as they went, they were healed. So I think that as you begin to pursue your purpose, pursue your calling, pursue your passion, I think that you're going to find some things along the way, as you're teaching, that you're learning. It's a process. I'm learning as I go. I'm learning. I'm getting revelation as I write. I'm getting, when I read my book, I'm getting ministered to.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. When I'm looking, so I think this is it's a healing process,
Right.
along the way. So that's why I tell people, man, just enjoy the process, enjoy the ride. It's not about the destination, it's the ride, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy the ride.
Man, you know what? You said something that just reminded me of something. Sometimes I'll grab one of my books off the shelf, just open it up in the middle of it somewhere.
Man, come on.
And man, I'll start reading just a few pages.
Come on. Hey, I got a quote in here, man. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that quote? Oh, you can't see it. Let me see it.
Go and read it off to me.
Look, it says, this is cool. It just says, you cannot rise higher than your thoughts. And one of the quickest ways to travel is through your thoughts.
Yeah.
And the quickest way to change is through your thoughts. A lot of people, man, think you need a car or a new address or a new, friend or new relationship, to change. No. All you have to do is get a new paradigm, get a new mindset, and believe me, you can travel 1,000,000 miles sitting in your chair.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Sitting right in your chair, man.
And I opened it up with a car ride on the highway as a video because that's what a book does. It's a journey,
Yes, it does.
It takes people on a journey. But I really like the last thing you said, that it also takes you on your own journey, and they're your own words.
Man.
Oh, man.
Well, it definitely takes you on your own journey, man. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm just man. It just to show you, we can't minimize relationships, man.
Okay.
Because we say iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
Like I said, just the mere fact of seeing you do it and watching somebody do it.
Right.
It's an amazing, motivator.
Yeah.
And so like I say, every time I used to see you, man, I would almost try to avoid you. You know what I mean? It was so bad, man. I'm telling you, I would see you coming down one aisle, and I know, man, I said, man, I ain't been writing. I haven't, I hadn't, done what I was supposed to be doing. I said, man, because I know every time you see me, how's it coming along?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, oh, man, this thing. And so, accountability, man, I think is so crucial, man. You just connect with somebody, man, that actually, they don't even have to, you can just look at them, man, and say, okay, I got to get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's important, man. That is so important.
And I want to tell you, I never gave up because I could have just walked past you and then say nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But every so often I said, let me just touch base.
Yeah. He let me breathe, man. Yeah, he let me breathe. Sometimes I look across the way over there, and I had to glance. Oh, let me turn my head back. It was one of the things. And I think that you need people like that in your life, man, to actually push you and to help you develop, and help you grow, man. And to hold you accountable, and pull the best out of you, man.
Good.
I think that, and I think that, that's what a book will do. It will pull, challenge you, inspire you, take you on a ride, take you on a journey, man. And also, man, it'll make you a better teacher.
Right.
You know,
Right.
be able to
Yeah.
teach your own, your own material, man. So it's been awesome, man.
Yeah. Good. Uh,
It's been awesome, man.
Yeah, my son is peeping around here. I'm trying to he so desperately wants to get in this video.
Hey,
There he
bring him in the
is.
video. What's up,
There he
buddy?
is. There he is.
Hello.
There
Because
he
guess
is.
what? He's the author of the future, man. You know what I mean? He's gonna be writing the next bestsellers.
Yeah.
The New York
All
Times.
right.
And I think
So,
it's important, man. We gotta, it's important to get our kids involved. This is one thing I love about this. It's unscripted, man. So
yeah.
this is real life right here. So hey, and I think that it's awesome to be able to include our kids in this. Do you know how this is going to impact his life? When he sees his father, hosting, his own show. I mean, do you know what this does for him?
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. This is yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. You know what? Some things I just have no idea about it, but I tell you, one thing that really blessed me was when I was away and was reading Job 19:20. I know I said it earlier.
Oh no.
I just couldn't believe that the Bible had that in there.
Wow.
That that my words were written, that they were inscribed in the book. Job wanted a book for his life.
What did that do for you, man, when you read it? What leaped off for you, man, when you read that?
Oh, I'm telling you something. It leaped off. I grabbed my phone. I put it in my phone. I emailed myself. It was going to be always a part of me, you know?
Yeah.
And so, man, this has been good. This has been rich. Let me just make sure I ain't missing no chats here. You got another congratulations. Enjoy the journey. Much success for you. People are really excited about what you've done, and they've heard your testimony. You've just kept it real, and you told folks, hey, don't matter how long it takes, just do it. Just get out there, do it, make it happen, get beyond the fear. And you're so right. It cripples people so much and causes folks not to move.
Yes, it does.
But you overcame it and even wrote about it. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, man. So listen, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for coming on to the show. I want to thank you that we even are here making this connection. Okay.
Yeah, man. I tell you, man, I'm thankful that you had me on your show, man. I think this is so awesome because it gives people a platform, and I think it's so amazing, man, that the vision that you had, man, you're actually putting it. Do you see what this is? This is what we're just talking about, taking the vision, taking the vision and making it plain, because this was in you as an idea. You saw this vision, to have a platform for new authors, inspiring authors, and I mean, just by you acting and, acting on that vision, man, you see how it's blessing other people's lives.
Amazing. It's amazing.
One man.
All from an idea, right?
One man, one idea. Come on, man.
God is good.
Yes, he is.
But thank you, man, and much success to you.
Thank
and we definitely will be in touch. And you gave your email and your website, so you may be getting some folks reaching out to you too. Okay.
I might become a New York Times bestseller just from this episode.
Hey.
No, I'm so grateful, man.
At least you'll be a Baltimore bestseller.
No, man, this show is worldwide, man.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a worldwide show, man. I become a New York Times bestseller just from this show right here.
Yeah, that's true.
Before you know it, man, they're gonna be trying to knock on your door down, trying to get on this show.
Well,
yeah, that's right.
The sky's the limit. I'm not gonna limit myself.
That's right.
But I'm gonna at least take the first step.
That's right. You did it.
So thank you for the night. Thank you all who chatted, who gave you comments and all. Appreciate you all. See you next Monday.
All right. You enjoy.